Hi everyone, welcome to Becky's Crafts and Goodies. Now today we are going to make an Easter wreath, just a really quick and easy one. I picked this up from Pep & Co. Well, I think I actually bought it from Poundland, but obviously they're merged into the same. And also I bought these really cute Easter eggs and I got those from TK Maxx. They're Martha Stewart, but I just really loved the colour. And this is actually the first thing I picked up that kind of inspired me to have a go at a wreath this year. So obviously we've got the wicker wreath there, but you can get wreaths from so many different places. So keep an eye out for them. You can also repurpose old ones too. So here I've got my glue gun, and what I'm doing is just gluing the eggs onto the wreath. And what I tend to do is go for the same colour first. That's me just reloading my glue gun. I actually break it in this on this project, so I need to get a new one. So I put all the same colours on first. This is just a little tip that I find sort of helps me just to sort of see where I'm going with things. And I'm just gluing them and kind of strategically putting them around the edge. And once I've done that colour, I'll move on to the next colour. So now we've just got the last colour to do, the pink ones. As you can see, they are so nice, these little eggs. I don't know if they've got any more left, but TK Maxx do have some really nice seasonal things in, but you have to get them quite quickly, especially in the store near me. So I'll just finish doing these, and then, oh look, if you've been with me a while, you'll know that I do burn my fingers quite regularly. So yes, that did happen. So I've got these little whatnots on. So what I'm going to do, pop some beads around. These are the same type of beads that I actually put on my Christmas tree this year. And we are going, I also broke my glue gun in this episode. I think I just broke it there. I think that was the point. So I had to kind of push the stick down, the glue stick down. So I need to get a new one of those. But I'm just wrapping that all the way around and sort of making it a bit more kind of my style, I suppose. But I just love, with the spring, I just love the pastel colours, the pinks, the greens, creams. I just think they're so lovely in the blue. Really pretty. So as I wrap that round, I did actually just pop a bit of glue on the back after I'd finished. It was a bit fiddly because obviously I had to poke the glue stick down. So yeah, just wrap that all the way around, keeping it as neat as possible. And this is like the last little sort of section. The sun was so lovely. This is my new craft room. I've changed craft rooms again, so it's quite nice. I like it in there though. So just finished putting that round, and then I fastened it at the back with a bit of glue right at the end. So just stick that down there. There's me pushing the glue stick in. It's so annoying. They break all the time. I need to get a decent one really. So then just snip off any extra, save that, and then we can do the next stage. So I thought a bow would look quite nice, and kind of keeping in with the pretty kind of theme. I've got some lacy ribbon here that I just tied into a bow, and I left the tails quite long, but I did actually cut them off at the end, so I didn't have them as long as that. So tied that into a bow and then just literally glued it onto the bottom of the wreath on there. I did kind of toy with it going at the top, but it looked a bit weird. So as I say, just whack a bit of glue on the bottom, and glue guns are great. Obviously not when you burn yourself, but they are great, and they're just so easy just to sort of like stick and wax something on. So put that on there. And then I had a look in my stash to see what other little bits of prettiness I could stick on. And I was kind of just going for the same colour. Some of them I had were a little bit too white or maybe a bit big. So I wanted a bit of a creamier kind of look to blend in with the bow and the beads. So I think, I accumulate these over time. Shein or maybe eBay or something like that. If I go to like a craft fair or something and they have bits, I just pick them up as I go along. They came in like a long sort of strip, so I just cut them into like separate pieces and just literally gluing them on the top. A good tip though, before you actually glue things down, is just to kind of spread them out, especially if you've got a few. Just lay them down first before you actually stick them on, because times I've started sticking them down and I think, oh, you know, I should have put an odd number, or that looks weird. And once they're down, obviously it's a bit more difficult. So I just kind of placed them on and then started gluing them down once I knew where I wanted them to go. Once I'd done that, I thought, well, if it is a wreath, it needs to hang up. So I got some more of the lace that I used for the bow, and I think I cut it in half actually, so it wasn't so thick, and just poked it through the back. It was quite tricky to get through there, it was quite tight. So I just pulled it through and then tied it in a knot. But then what I did was wiggled the knot around, so it wasn't at the top of where I tied, so you couldn't see it. I sort of like wiggled it round so it was at the bit that was on the wreath, so you couldn't see where I tied it. So I just trimmed the edge there, but I thought it kind of matched in rather than using a different kind of ribbon. And you'll see that I'm just spinning it around there just so you can't see that tie-in section. But there we go, so that's it done. It's nothing too fancy, it's nothing spectacular. You know, it is kind of, it's an easy project to do, but I think it looks quite cute. So as you can see, I did cut the tails on the bow, probably a bit too short actually, but there it is. So lovely quick Easter wreath for you guys. Thought I'd do one this year. Hope you're keeping safe and well. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll see you soon. You take care. Bye for now.